It is the morning. January 24th. Missed it by 2 minutes again this morning, Dana. Just true. It happened. Trying to get some humor in there before we get into the screaming. I can't believe this is happening. Sucking my thumb in the corner, terrified. Look. I'm going to talk about these big revelations. Better get my act together long enough to go do it. Morning, everybody. We'll come over in a bit. Let's jump right into it. U.S. hit with sudden spikes of rare material. And it's quite the revelation we're looking at. What it boils down to once you get through all, oh my goodness, what does that, this, and those things all mean? It's not good. And to tell the story, you gotta take your time and meander your way through the basic story. It's long after Fukushima blew up offshore. Originally, they gathered it up and they had measurements. What they discovered was 1.7 billion per liter, June the 18th, 2013. That's not very good, Dana. Best get your shit together. Must have been something in my eye. These numbers, though, are not. So this number's February the 17th, University of Ottawa. That doesn't matter, Dina. You're a lawyer. Dina, lawyer. University Department of Earth Science, Environmental Canada. Liar, Dana, you liar! Liar, Dana! Officials in Canada advised the public not to drink the rainwater in a rain with 20 million particles of iodine-131 per liter. Okay, let's just think about, though, what we're talking about. We're talking about a very low energy isotope. We're not talking about a high energy isotope. I'm not sure where's what's what. How are you doing? But 129's got a 15 million year half-life. What that means is in 15 million years, half of the iodine 129 will decay. And the other half will still be 129. And then the 129 will finally all change to something else when 10 of these half-lives. So 10 times 115 million. Well, let's keep going. Anyway, all these isotopes would have been present at the same time that had any longevity. And so 131 showed up, but 132 iodine, there's 10 times more than 131 in the ratio, and there was 30 times more 133 for every iodine 131. And so the iodine 129, there was 31 times more iodine 129. Where's it to? I'll find it. Hang on. So when we seen these numbers, just bear with me. 20 million. Now, 55 is an evacuation zone. If it's falling out of the sky per liter, 20 million. Like what? You're in hell. You just went to hell, and you need to get busy and find solutions for the future generations and the species that are left. Simon Fraser University, you're a liar, Dana, liar. Rain with 20 million particles of radioactive iodine filled per liter. And you're liar, Dana, you liar. You got no evidence of anything. It was nothing. Came out of there. Dead. It was like a banana. Okay. So we got, let's put it this way. Like you got a liter of water and you might have 600 million iodine 129. Well, theoretically, you would divide that by 30, and then 10 of them would have been iodine 129. Now, I'm going to jump over in a second, but you would have been all kinds of uranium. That's not going to go away either. There would have been all kinds of plutonium in that same liter, right? In that same liter that they're talking about, up to 1.7 billion. These numbers are for any open ocean. 1.7 billion. I don't know what to say when you're talking about numbers like that. But it does explain massive die-off of sea creatures from California to Alaska. Because all the other isotopes are there. It's not just the 129. Now, the 129 on its own, well, it would have been americium there, and that acts just like the plutonium. And cesium is just a byproduct, like everything else, of the uranium. Let me turn that down for you. Sorry, my apologies. Sometimes that's the only way I can think, though. I kind of got to drown myself out a bit. So all the americium would have been there. All the daughters, the fissionable ones. And the problem now, so much going on. Up to 5 million seabirds likely to die in Australia, New Zealand, 2013. Pink Sapphire covered it originally, but this would explain that. See? Right? That would explain these crazy, insane numbers. And speaking of that, before I lose my thought. And so when you're talking about these huge numbers, you got to realize the sea spray has been shown to blow hundreds of kilometers inshore. I want you to think about that one for a few seconds. Just saying, right? I want you to think about it. Because you're talking about huge numbers, but all the other nasties are in the same liter. Not only that, it fell out of the sky. 12 miles of dead squid. See, that would explain, right? These crazy numbers would explain, because you're going to get all the other isotopes, right? When you see 1.2 billion in the open ocean, 2013, for goodness sakes, excuse me, well, then all the other isotopes would have been there. The ones we talk about are, now uranium is what goes in the reactors. The reactors are completely destroyed. They've been lying about it for 6 years. The anniversary is coming up, so they're out there in overdrive right now. You'll find Kathleen Higley Ew, I feel dirty just saying her name. Fukushima residents exposed to far less radiation than thought. And the minute you see Catherine Higley, you know you're in a real dark place. And these are very dark people. These are soulless, heartless, spineless. Look, using a kid's photo who's obviously suffering in a contaminated zone and will die in the future because of that radiation, using that to tug at people's hearts and make these salacious claims that they didn't need to pick up all the bags of radiation and people should have just moved back in. These are known freaks. These people are known, like Kathleen Higley from UK, she's American. Is she? I can't remember. There's so many. Yeah, Jerry Thomas, two of them look like they're twins, is UK. But Higley's American, Oregon State University. She's a sitting scientist who comes out and there's videos all over the internet of her saying it's like a banana potato chip walking in the sunshine and getting on airplanes, etc., etc. And I got into the battle in the comments section myself. These are insane people. Rod Adams is down there. So why is Rod Adams here defending this creep, Kathleen Higley, who says it's like a banana and potato chip when it's that's a patent lie. Everybody knows that's a lie. Right away, the Hawaiian corals got into big trouble because they're right in the center. From Fukushima is almost irreversible in coastal sediments. And besides that, wind and solar could power it if given the same opportunities nuclear gets. Nuclear wrecks entire countries. Let me see. I'm going to have to burn through a lot of these because it suggests contaminated water actively being pumped out into the ocean. And these numbers are... That's where I should have started. Highly contaminated marine snow. So it fell all the way to the ocean floor. This was the initial impressions from the research in 2012. What that meant was you were looking at an invisible snowstorm that would sit there and suspended in the ocean as a particle. Really scary. And sick and Alaska seals were concentrated where the plume, a heavy part of it, had made landfall. And then we get a lot of freaking popping on that damn mic lately. And I turned it up so I can move away from it. Try to get away from the popping, but I got a tendency to lean in. I'll stop doing that in a few more streams. I'll learn not to do that. I don't know where that habit came out of. It's a recent thing with me. 10 types of Fukushima seafood to go on sale in stores. Crab, squid, and more. Underground cesium completely, and it gets higher the deeper you goes, yeah? That's because the core is melted right down, right away into the earth. All that water they're pumping on it is coming back up to the surface, bringing the radioactive material. This was Harvard back in the day, but I played lots of videos of Harvard. We dissected the shit out of them guys. Could have actually blown holes through containment vessels. Just for posterity, because we have to look at history. What have I got done now? So the buildings over there are totally destroyed. See? Completely destroyed. So the Fukushima explosion could have actually blown holes through containment vessels. Well, there is no containment vessel. And just to make you understand that the containment vessel is behind me in the center. These buildings are 190 foot high. They're totally gone. The center doesn't exist anymore. But you can see where this is a really good depiction of Unit 4 and behind me and what it looks and the actual picture of it. Here it is before they tore it down. They tore it down, but the fuel pools are up high. They're the red pools up there. Yeah? The 190 foot building. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about, all right? Yeah, blew a hole there, right? Idiots. Fukushima chief calls out, Mayday! Well, reactor 3 was mixed oxide fuel. I'm supposed to hold my head back. Mixed oxide fuel is 2 million times worse. It's 2 million times worse than any other reactor on this planet. Right? And as we were listening to yesterday, they freaked out. Russia today freaked out. Yesterday, I had 41 thumbs down on my video yesterday before the stream was over, by the time I went and checked it a few minutes later. And I got 42 now today, thumbs down total on that. But how weird is that to get 41 thumbs down? I don't think we've seen that before, have we? We got a troll out there that comes in and gives you 13 thumbs down or something each, no matter what the video is. They don't look at it, just give you 13. And there's a couple of them out there doing it every video because they show up all at the one time. Prices high in Tokyo for contaminated food. Fukushima plant still leaking radiation. Government finds plutonium in fish deadly. That'll kill you. You eat that part of the fish, you're dead. And you die within 5 or 10 years for eating that. Most of the cancer shows up in a couple of decades. There's 1,800 known diseases will show up before it. But the marine life lives in the environment, so they're very vulnerable. Public health hazard from fish, yeah. You don't eat anything out of the Pacific ever, under any circumstances. You don't feed it to your pets. You don't feed it to people you don't like. You don't eat it. You don't buy it. It's game over. It's the end of it. That's the end of it. You don't eat anything out of it. What's left in the Pacific is highly radiated. So cesium dispersed throughout the water column, which is a tracer. Cesium is just a tracer. Yeah, it's just a tracer. Let me explain that to you. Because otherwise... So cesium... I don't know where to forget anything is. There's so much you get to. You can't keep track of it. Cesium. Right here. Click. Oh, that's curium. Dana, you don't even know where cesium is to, Dana. You're such a dummy, Dana. There's all kinds of stuff everywhere. I can't keep up with it. CS was cesium? I can't even remember what the acronym for cesium, because I'm trying to do everything so friggin' quick. But the cesium-137 and 134 are fission products, and they're tracers. And fission is the stuff that is deadly. And just a single atom will kill you in 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Takes a long time, don't it? But unless you're eating it or living in that actual environment, that's why they wear those suits for the homeless and the destitute to go into Fukushima. Okay? I'm only telling you 1,000 more times. Game over. So the news we got now of these new numbers is game over. Because there's so many, right? Per liter in the open ocean. All that time later, this game over. Totally saturated. They're going to kill all the oxygen production. The Pacific is 50% of the oxygen. It's the biggest carbon sequester on the planet is the phytoplankton. The basis is also the basis of the food chain. They've been literally wiped out. They're down to a couple of percentages, and there won't be long before they're gone, just like all the whales. Levels consistently rise and fall worldwide with the radiation cycle every 40 days. The highly radioactive, but it's dispersed throughout our entire upper-lower troposphere. Absolutely all of the bluefin tuna were radiated. Might have been detected in U.S. waters. Could remain a valid concern for years. Potential for highly contaminated water. And the tsunami debris is at the surface. It's 2,000 square miles. Floating oil and debris, meandering along, and the radioactive plumes come out, and the heavy material falls fucking down on them. It doesn't need to do it 2 times. It only got to do it once. It's done it for years. They're paying people to clean up the entire coast of Canada. You go up into those little communities, you can't even buy a garbage bag. They knew I was up there doing the coastline. You couldn't buy a garbage bag no matter where I went unless you went to a big city. USGS issues, see, this is all real stuff, what you're looking at. Up to 1 billion becquerels, 131 in the seaweed. Like, this is insane numbers. There's 10 times more 132, 30 times more 133, 31 times more 129, but the iodine 131, 132, 133 ionized and radiates your thyroid glands 9 times more effective than 131. With an 8-day half-life, meant the chain reaction was ongoing. Meant it never stopped coming out. Meant it was gone off in the China syndrome. You can't see it or smell it or taste it or hear it or pick it up or throw rocks at it, but there are things that happen that you might notice, but you generally won't. It should take like fish don't live like us. It takes forever to get cancer with us, but fish don't live that long. They're affected completely different. We eat them and we bioaccumulate it in ourselves. Radioactive plumes showed that Fukushima contamination was heading towards Hawaii. Ugh. That's a lie, Dana. Dana's lying again. Stop lying, Dana. Paper government, IAEA, to monitor radioactive substance. Where? 7 kilometers? No. 70 kilometers? No. 700? Do I hear 700? No. 7,000? Do I hear 7? Yeah. 7,000. 7,000 kilometers. You get the bid to go monitor for radiation off Sri Lanka. Not monitor for it, but to go record it. To go document it, so they got numbers that they can work with so they can keep their families and friends and investments and businesses away. So they can sit back and prescribe pharmaceuticals for the population, but they don't understand it. What's going on? They just know, there's going to be a lot of kidney diseases and heart and liver, lung and respiratory and dementia and autism and Alzheimer's. Yummy! Monday! Woo! So the U.S. Navy, 1,500 microreceivers. Have you seen that on your mic, on your Geiger counter? You get up and you fucking run. You don't even take the Geiger counter, you just drop it. You don't come back either. You just fucking run. That's what he done. He ran. He got up and he fucking ran when he seen that. Like, exit, stage left. Hold your breath as long as you can and run like the fuck. At least 30 kilometers from Fukushima. Oh, okay. Really? I got numbers here. It's a little bit different than that. 8 months later, plutonium test results still pending. And researcher compares the radiation. Like fucking potassium, like a banana. What's the big worry? Yeah, this is the ultimate betrayal, isn't it? When they do that. Because It's not, see? It's not, and they know it, and we know it. Like, Gilmetti's studies is just one of many academics. He's not the only one out there by any shape. There's thousands. The dogs only inhale it once. They weren't drinking it. They weren't eating it all the time. They weren't breathing it all day. They weren't getting washed in it. They weren't having their food mixed with it. No, they only got it once. They all died within 5 years. 144 in that particular finding of tumors, multiple tumors. There's so many of these studies. I don't know how many fucking times we sat here and just went through study after fucking study after friggin' study. Endless fucking, no one gives a fuck. This is a conspiracy of fucking conspiracy theorists! God, I'm telling. Blah, 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 blah. So when you look at that, that's a conspiracy theory, Dana. It's from the government, though, but whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares, Dana. Let's do something different here. Let's put that up there. The headlines are going to be up in the corner while we enjoy the plume. The giant plume. I'll put it right there so you can see it. It's big enough. Dina's not big enough. Make it a bit bigger. Okay, I'll make it wider. Does that make it better or smaller? Stop fucking around. Read the headline, Dana. Just shut up and read the friggin' headline. You made your point. Scientists surprised by high levels of radioactive iodine in new fish. Really? Tepco began coating the seafloor with cement. Jesus, what are you going to do that for? Thought it was like a banana. Or a potato chip, or walking in the sunshine, or getting on a fucking airplane, and climbing a mountain. It's everywhere, Dana. It's good for you. You fucking idiot. It's good for you. You dummy. You shut up. I said good. Anybody says that was too chicken to kick in the balls or tell it to your face, so they come out and they lie to you to kill you. When they tell those lies, when you see any of those lies, that person is actually trying to kill you. They're trying to kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill you. I kill you now. Kill you. You anti-nuclear fuckers. I kill you. Radioactive plankton is so heavily contaminated that the food chain fears, because they're the bases of the food chain, the bases of the oxygen chain, the bases of the carbon sequestering chain. All right. Fukushima spent fuel was damaged. Really? Yeah, damaged. So what you're watching in the background is a plume from Fukushima. They never stopped. Gunners and number 4 fuel pool is fine. They got people in there supporting it. Oh, okay. You got to show me the pictures of the bodies, or I'm not believing you. Show me all the dead bodies, how many dead people it took to do it, and I'll have a look at it. You're not going to show me pictures of dead bodies, because that's what happened. And why should I believe you? Researchers found cesium over 50 million times normal levels everywhere. Don't mind me, I get a little bit whacked the fuck out sometimes. That's bad news, man. 1.7 billion becquerels in a liter of fucking water. Fuck. How about I put 1.7 particles of cyanide in a liter of fucking water and give it to your kid? What are you going to do? You're going to be upset when your kid died? You're going to be upset when you're trying to come up with enough money to pay for all that chemicals they're going to try to finish killing your kid with? The treatment is murder on top of everything else. See? That's all I'm saying. It's like, you can't do a comparison because when it comes to nuclear, it's murder. No matter how you try to compare it, it's murder. Everything nuclear is murder. That's why we got terrorist laws. That's why we got nuclear waste sites. That's where there are these shitty looking outfits. Yeah. Fuel rod material may be released when the acid seawater, which is the sulfur peroxide hydrogen buckyballs. So what you're basically looking at there is the spherical balls that are ingesting the thousands and thousands of isotopes that I whine and snivel and cry about so much all the time. Not a big deal, but it's just saying, you know? 1.74 microsieverts on the fucking seafloor. Oh my God. Seriously. Oh my fucking God. Seriously. China's syndrome is inevitable. Yeah, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I'll move that somewhere else. Why am I being a fucking weirdo voiceover today? So I don't scream. Because that's what I want to do. I want to fucking scream. When you look at what they got done to us, it's not hard to imagine that they're right. China's syndrome is inevitable, says the architecture. Dear it is dear. That's the China syndrome, yeah? China syndrome. We like China syndrome. Mysterious cloud of radiation over Europe. IAEA. Stop fucking around, Dana. Not making any sense anymore. There could be a hot spot under the sea. We're going to coat the whole fucking coastline trying to get it. It's like all the North Koreans roll up into one little fuel rod. Government refused to provide funds to research Fukushima effect. Yeah, but $40 million for Monica Lewinsky's dress. Oh, baby, yeah, bring it. We need another couple of million. We think there could be a sperm stain in some of the cotton. We got to buy $1 million microscope and see if it fucking can find it. He could have done it. Government refuses to provide funds because these are fucking monsters. They're not government. They're fucking monsters that took over. Replaced everybody in your system as PR firms and corporations appointing people to key positions so that they're protected. It's the evolutionist, stupidest system on the planet. Bleeding lesions, hair loss. These were huge plumes coming in. They hit the mountains to wash back down to the shoreline, to the coastline. Gee, what do you think lives down there? It's just a nursery of the fucking ocean right there on the shoreline. That comes in, hits the mountain, hits the coast. When it rains, whatever is not picked up by flora and fauna and everything else gets washed back down to the coastline. Couldn't less radiation food make the public feel unsafe? Yeah. How about none? Zero. Shouldn't exist on the planet. You had to lie for 70 years to get this fucking far, and then now you got us destroyed because you won't stop lying. 70 fucking years of lying. All of them got to be hunted down and prosecuted. All of them. Everybody's ever said it's like a fucking banana or a potato chip or walking in sunshine or getting on an airplane or climbing a fucking mountain or it's everywhere or it's good for you has to be prosecuted. All of them. No exceptions. for the last 70 years, their whole history is there. They're in the media everywhere. Every fucking journalist that didn't bother to fact check it has to be prosecuted. I don't care if they get a year's fucking probation. They gotta be prosecuted. What they're doing is murder. Fuck it, we found it everywhere, man. Let's just fucking cover it up. We're not going to have no pension if we don't cover it up. And our children will hate us when they find out what we've done. Our friends won't trust us. Marine biologists in Canada, we're fucked. All 21 samples, fucked. Canada suspends the mobile radiation measurements as this fucking creature was coming in. The 17th, the 18th, right? It just hit the coastline. They're going around the coastline, shutting it all fucking off. Then I get arrested and vilified and demonized and smeared, marginalized and reported on in all the major media because I went out and looked at the coastline, took pictures. Oh, he took pictures. How fuck you dare him go out and say there's an issue. Japan scientists say government testing may be missing. What testing? They shut it all fucking off. Cowards. And they got no opposition on people like a handful of people like me. So it's easy to shut someone like me off. Just keep smearing me. Just keep vilifying me. Just keep screaming, look at bananas, look at potato chip. Just don't say it in front of me. You get knocked the fuck out if you say it in front of me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Corrosive current could rapidly carry it into the interior of the Pacific Ocean. Well, geez, I got no idea how that could happen when the jet stream's done it within a couple of days. Corrosive current takes 45 days from Japan to get over, which is the ocean current, at about 5 miles per hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 44 days is 5,500 miles. 5,500 miles. Jetstream done it in 3 fucking days. Booyah. Fuck, poor bitch. Ocean current. I do it in 3 days. Supercharge. Another nuclear plant. 3,000 tons. Yeah. Oh, it's fine, Dana. It's all good. Yeah, I can handle it, Dana. I can handle another couple of tons more than that, Dana. Japan detects extraordinary high levels. Like any levels. But the extraordinary means it's an event. It's an event. What you're looking at is an event. It was an event. Yeah, there's so many of these models out there. High levels of radiation. It's not the best one, obviously. And that's coming out of Japan right above the word radiation. Let's go back to that one for a backdrop. High levels of radiation over 300 kilometers. Reconcentration of radioactive. It never stopped coming out of there. Film foretold meltdown. If reactors were not to be kept full of water, fuel would eat through the container, resulting in a China syndrome. And the radioactive particles 1,000 times normal. Well, that's the whole ocean, the whole continents are like it. Look at it above you. That's just a 40-day model. It doesn't include the actual meltdowns. It doesn't include the 6 reactor cores per building, the 10 years of fuel. The fuel cycles are changed every, say 18 months, but let's say 2 years. That means there's 5 reactor cores on the roof. Chernobyl, 1/3 the size. Chernobyl, 30% meltdown. Chernobyl stopped after 10 days. This fucking thing is still in overdrive. 20,000 deaths after Fukushima from heart attacks. Fukushima radiation plume contacted North America. Now the model you're looking at is NOAA, a government model. Not true, Dana, you're a fucking liar. Strange TV, And there was an increase. There's studies on that. We've covered them, right? Infant deaths also up in BC. Okay, let me fix that. I got a tendency to get cranky. Only when I'm looking at these headlines, I get so fucking cranky. I don't know why. Who gives a fuck if a whole bunch of kids died? As long as nuclear does okay, as long as the nuclear apologist got a job, why should I complain, right? Someone got a job. The funeral homes got a lot of jobs, Dana. The hospitals and ambulance drivers got a lot of fucking jobs. If it wasn't for nuclear, they wouldn't have got those fucking overtime jobs. And the increase in baby deaths in Fukushima, result of Fukushima, is iodine killing the children? Yeah. These numbers were extraordinary that came in. 35% infant mortality spike. And then you have 70% of all sea lions dying. Yeah, but that's different. That's sea lions, Dana. It's not baby mammal humans. It's baby mammal, Dana. Damn it. Controversy after U.S. government estimates showed 30,000. One is an evacuation zone. 5 is like, get the fuck out of Dodge. Because once it goes in, you can drive past it, suck in the isotope, it fucks you in 10, 20, 30, 40 years. For sure. Dark studies are definitive. That's definitive. They're the perfect match for us. These are creepy people. These are the most deceptive, despicable, disgusting, maniacal, twisted, heartless, spineless, soulless, emotionless fucking maggots on the planet. Don't care. Gotta save nuclear, Dina. It's gonna kill everybody at some point and everything. We gotta do it, man. We're evil. Alarming reports of Fukushima fallout harming children in America. You know why? Because the jet streams are actually friggin' real. Not true, Dana. The jet streams are not fucking real, Dana. Slow them down. I had them sped up that time to triple speed or something. My apologies. This is based upon 40-day model. 40 million becquerels of 131. This is 8-day half-life. It has to come from a ongoing chain reaction. Has to be, well, in one sense, right? 40 million becquerels, another way to look at this would be that 10 half-lives ago, say, the stuff came in a huge number, not 40 million, but times 10, 400 million, 400 million, it was becquerels. Now it's decayed 10 times, there's only 40 million becquerels per kilogram. Right? Because it's decayed down 10 times, so there's 40 million left. And you can say stuff like that because look at the model. See? Or you can say, well, there was a chain reaction that showed up. They took a test and they caught it as it showed up before it started decaying. Okay? All right? Yeah? I guess that's all she wrote. That's it. That's it, baby. Just a reminder of what these reactors look like. Not like that, okay? They look like that. Oh, Dana, you caught some Jesus shit now, baby. Hi, everybody. Oh, wrong screen. Oh, don't got it open. I just went from 45 minutes screaming because I'm so fucking upset with these maggots out there telling everybody for 70 years Hello to everybody. Hi, Elaine. Neil. M. Thirst. Jace. Roger. Hello, everybody that managed to find their way in. Misdemeanor got in the job. Yeah, spank. Good job, Elaine. Thank you, Elaine. Gabriel. Shani. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Home Goddess. Duck Lamb. Who else do we got there? Anybody that I missed? I know I missed a few yesterday. I was just trying to remember names that time, but I couldn't. Yeah, Bergen Star got their ass kicked off. Play the game and get caught. Elaine's nice to you. If I catch you, I'm going to scream at you before I block you. You should be happy Elaine is here doing that shit. Because I ain't going to make your fucking day very good if I catches you out there being shitheads in my comment section. I'm definitely going to go off on them. And I don't have to. That's just the way it is. Right? Well, we made it through another Screaming Demon match. It's just like when you look at what they got done to this planet, how do you forgive these people? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? How did they become so arrogant that for a paycheck they will fucking kill us? They'll kill this planet so they can have what? So the children can have what? So everything they covet becomes what? Hopeless. So there's no pension, we lose all the insects, all the fauna, all the flora. We've lost the Pacific Ocean. We've documented it. You can go check it all out over at the nuclearproctologist.org. Yeah? It's all gone. We killed the entire Pacific Ocean. It's just all the whales are emaciated. Most of the species are now gone. We've seen the mass die-offs for 6 years. It can't continue forever. It's the death throes of the Pacific is all we're seeing. We're seeing the entire annihilation of billions of years of evolution because of an industry full of greedy, demented, twisted people with no one to hold them accountable for 70 years have got it under control so bad, have done so much damage, they've wrecked the future for the majority of people on the planet in just their short, insignificant, spineless existence is testimony to how desperate this planet is when we see them after the line the way they are. I mean, that is the proof, yeah? Hugs for everybody. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, British Columbia, Canada. Take care, folks.